Yeah, here we go. It still kind of marvels me how that's not a heat room. That extremely looking dark, like, red room is not a heated room. Man, I'm glad we're not going that way. I mean, the lava can't hurt us. It's the acid in lower Norfair that's going to hurt us when we get there. This room is fine. Very orange. Citrusy, almost. Alright, we should get some... Yeah, all of these guys are going to drop power bombs for me. And I think I'm going to farm them once or twice after I open this door. So I'd rather have more than 13 power bombs before going in. Supers we can refresh a little bit on Gold Chorizo. And then the room after the screw attack has a bunch of rippers that typically have super missiles on them. So I think supers are fine. I just really want to make sure I've got enough power bombs. Alright, 19. That's pretty good. I do have fewer supers than I typically have because I typically pick up a pack in Meridia that I didn't get. Ow. The citrus spikes got me. Let's use this save point here. Heading down into the proper entrance of Lower Norfair. I could have come in the back way, but I really, really want that screw attack. To the left. Here we go. And I immediately fell in the acid. Not off to a fantastic start. Yeah, we're going to treat Lower Norfair with great respect. We're going to make sure we clear the path as we go. We're still going to get flamed on by these fire jets. At least the door's open now. The only place to stand to open that door, just below the door, has a fire jet coming out of it. So the problem with traveling this direction in Lower Norfair is you're pretty much going into every single room. Ugh. Every single room, you're starting out in the acid. There we go. Actually, I could have cleared that with a power bomb, been a little easier, and I could have saved 200 health. I don't want to fall in the acid again here. There we go. Lower the room, please. So, a lot of these Lower Norfair rooms are gigantic, and a lot of them have acid in the bottom, which means a lot of these rooms are just going to be filled with acid. And the Chozo statue is doing some weird stuff. We're just going to have to live with that. Oh, that was too early, wasn't it? I guess not. You know what? The spring ball might have been a good get. I might have, should have, could have thought about getting that. Oh, I didn't have the grapple beam, though. And I don't... Maybe there's a way to glitch through it like we did in the randomizer. Can I just bomb this? Oh, they want me to power bomb it, huh? Alright, let's get my supers here. Let's see if we can find the magic pixel for the gold chorizo. Right here? Nope. It's too close. There we go. I think if you're standing, he can still hit you with something. If you're ducking, he can't. The way to aim up while ducking is to hold both aim buttons. If you hold R and L, which are the default aim buttons, you'll aim directly up even if you're ducking. That's not as many supers as I would have liked to see, and some of them are hidden up here, and I didn't have time to get them anyway. Alright, so we're going forward with 24 supers and 15 power bombs. And we have the screw attack, and I'm down 400 energy, so I'm going to take this energy recharge here. Last lifeline before Ridley. So now we've got to make it the rest of the way on our own volition. I want to try to grab as many of these super missiles as we can. Oh, no we don't, because the acid. We just want to go down. We don't want to mess with this room at all. Never mind. Never mind. I mean, that's kind of a fun room, though. Just fall through with the screw attack. Alright. I think with these guys, if you're in Morph Ball mode, none of their shots can hit you. If you're completely morphed. But again, we're going to treat these guys with respect. We're not just going to blitz forward, guns a-blazing. Oh, I dropped my spin jump. Can I still get ahead of the acid here? Not, just barely, but we're fine. Okay, so there's an E-tank down through that bottom door there. And there's a save point coming up right here that I'm going to make use of. Last save point before Ridley. The Ridley fight is not super troublesome. I think the Ridley fight is actually a little easier because it's a horizontally oriented room rather than a vertically oriented one. And what that means is he can't fly off screen to where you can't see him. You can always see exactly what he's doing. There's still a problem though. I'm about to drop into a room that has acid. In this room, there's a block along the left-hand wall that you have to break and go through. In rotation, it's on the ceiling, because the ceiling is the left-hand wall, and it's hidden underneath the UI, and the room's filled with acid. But it should be right here. Oh, that could not have gone better. The first time I entered that room in rotation, I think the second time too, I couldn't find the correct block. And I had a devil of a time. I think the first time I died, and the second time I came out with like 30 hit points left. But this time I knew. I was ready for it. Go in with power bombs equipped, Brickroad. We want... This should actually be broken, because I power bombed. Yeah, it's broken. Alright, now, the next boss fight is actually not Ridley, it is the Elite Pirates, and they're butts! Because of the shape of the room is so much different. You'll see what I mean. I don't have a really great way to fight them. We're just gonna try our best. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna lose my charge. No, now we're fine. Oh, and that's the problem. If you shoot down at them, you end up opening the door, and you gotta start the fight all over. And this room being vertically oriented means it's really difficult to see what you're doing. And then you just get kicked to death by assholes. Okay, I got them stacked up, which is good. They're both on one side. So they'll spin over here, they'll spin back over here. That's one shot. I think I need to do 2 more of those. Ah! How many more times do I plan to do that? I hear you ask. Now they're not going to be stacked up anymore. Okay, they're stacked up. Over here. Come on. Come on. Oh, I fired through the wall, not down where I was supposed to. Alright, just don't hit the door. We'll be alright. Yeah. This is the worst fight in the game now. Okay. 380 energy left. Do not fall down the door before opening the gray door, Brickroad. There you go. Now we can just jump past the pirates if we need to. So this acid room is fun. And this acid room is fun. Okay, let's murder some of these monsters here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use all. We only had 31 bucks in the bank. Okay. Each dip in the acid, we're gonna take what, about 50 damage, give or take. Just about. So this should put me at 47. Okay, 67. We need to go a little lower than that. Yeah, here we go. Aim up, aim down, hold power bomb. Give me that sweet, sweet refill. Ridley just kills you if you try to do this inside of the Ridley fight, which is why it was important to do this now, and it's also why it was important to have a few extra power bombs to make sure I had at least 11 coming into this room. Okay, the first thing we have going for us is we don't actually have lava in the Ridley fight. And it's there, but it doesn't actually go up high enough to damage you. You can just kind of stand on the floor and shoot at him and almost always hit him, which is just nice. So this fight's going to go nice and easy. So Dragon and the Elite Pirates are much, much harder. Many of the bosses don't change at all. Kraid can retreat into the wall if he wants because he's a known coward, and Ridley is much, much easier. But getting to Ridley is an ordeal and a half. Got him. No problem. So yeah, only 200 health to Ridley, but it took like 1,000 health to make it to him. And of course, we can grab the E-Tank up here now. Which is conveniently located inside of the acid. And then there's also an E-Tank on the way out of Lower Norfair. There is one block that opens up here somewhere, isn't there? Yeah, if you hit the floor with your super missiles by accident, then there's a spot where you can stand in and the acid will hit you. But why would you be aiming at the floor with a super missile, I ask you? Going back is nice and easy because we're going down through the acid instead of having to jump up through it. Don't have to worry about these jabronis anymore. Bye, guys. I'm sure there's a nice, easy strat that you can get through those pirates every time. I'm sure somebody out there knows it. If you do, have them put it in a Valentine's Day card and send it to me for my consideration later. We'll have no trouble getting out of here now, I don't think. Still need to power bomb our way out, though. So yeah, having 11 power bombs is super, super handy. So you can make sure to get that refill. I'm not even going to safety save on the way out of Lower Norfair. That's how confident I am we can make it to the ship for our last refill of the game, and then down into Torian and Mother Brain. So the last thing in the game that does kind of change significantly is... yeah, we're going to take this E-Tank. Is the Torian escape sequence is considerably different. For reasons that should be obvious. And it's possible I might get lost. And it's possible we might not make it out. So, because of that, I will be taking the point of no return save. The only major flaw Super Metroid has that I'm aware of is the very last save point in the game is on the other side of a gray door in Torian. So once you save there, you can never ever go back to previous points in the game to like look for items that you missed or anything. The reason they do that is because it's on the far side of the Baby Metroid cutscene. And at that point in the game, you're kind of locked into the end game. Oh yeah, there's an acid room here. I knew that. However, because I'm not interested in exploring the whole world all over again, we will be using that point of no return save. Just in case I screw up the escape sequence and we gotta fight Mother Brain 6 times. I know. When you guys tuned into this Let's Play series, however many episodes ago it was, what you really wanted was to fight Mother Brain 6 times. But because this passage is not blocked off with crumble blocks, you can totally take it as soon as you get to Upper Norfair, and I think the speedrun does. I think the speedrun takes Ridley this early on. Which I know I've seen the speedrun of this game because that's how I was introduced to it. The speedrun at one of the gaming marathons. And I was like, oh, that looks cool, I'm gonna download it. And then I got stuck in like the 4th room of the game. And I probably yelled a lot. I guess there's no reason not to. If you've got the skills to pay those bills, you might as well. You, sir, are just stuck in a wall. You know what? I'm going to leave you to your fate, and you can just think about what you've done to that wall. Please don't accidentally send me through that door. That'd be a really bad door to go into. I guess not anymore because it's a lava room, so I can't take damage from the lava in there. I want to say it took me 3 tries to get to the green bubble room the first time I played this, since the Varia doesn't prevent you from taking damage from the lava. And I didn't realize that there was an alternate path to the green bubble room. A lot of this game had to be relearned, because it's such a simple thing. Yeah, this missile pack here, I don't think there's another way to get it. I don't... yeah, it's still speed blocks blocking it off. I don't know how you would get into it. Maybe you can't. Maybe you just cannot get 100 in this. Maybe there's just a really esoteric way to get the, get a Shine Spark charge and at just the right angle from just the right place. Maybe I'm just hungry. Shoutouts to Finneran for sponsoring this video. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please tickle my thumb, leave a friendly comment, and ring my little bell.